In Singapore, if you look at our Jurong Island, you see all the columns emitting carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. But that's because they are using a lot of thermal processes, burning a lot of fossil fuels to generate steam to boil off the solvent to achieve the certain separation or purification. So we are thinking, can we just filter solvent as we filter water? So that brings me to my patent as well as my current startup. Yeah. My name is Wan Chunfeng. I'm from China. I'm now running a startup called Solve8 Technology. I did my MBA in NUS back in 2019. I did my bachelor in chemical engineering and subsequently my doctorate degree in NUS. I've been working outside, then I was looking for some time to improve myself. So I'm looking at part-time programs, and obviously NUS becomes the top choice in Singapore and even in Asia. I found 3 courses has been particularly helpful with my translation from technical to business. To start with, first is the innovation and entrepreneurship module, where I learned how to scale up a product. And the other module really helped me with is the venture capital taught by Professor Ng Wei Yi. You know, as a startup, I have always been fundraising. I need to know what the investor is looking for. The third module that has been really helpful is the legal fundamentals, because there is a time I start to realize business is not only about technology business, but there is a heavy legal portion to that, especially in corporate laws, contract laws. So I need to be very careful in my day-to-day dealing with customers, try to avoid any possible pitfalls. I think more than 50% of the success of Solve8 Technology can contribute to my learning in US. First, I pick up so many new skills and new knowledge in finance, operation, manufacturing, excellence, and all pitching to investors. So that are really the skills for me to get started and also bring our business to the next stage. My startup was incubated by NUS Enterprise under the GRIP program, which is exclusively available for NUS faculties and students. So with the help from GRIP, we are able to find our early customers, develop prototype, and get funding not only from NUS but also external venture capitals. There is also a fantastic community and alumni network from NUS. Even after I finish my program, I still come back to my cohort, sometimes to get feedbacks on my pitching deck, asking introduction to different business, or even asking them to introduce me to new partners. And also the faculties here has been excellent. I've come back to do sharing sessions. The professor also always asks inspiring questions for me to think further about my business model, and also they give excellent feedback and suggestions when I was facing any challenges in my business. Last but not least, it's really the transformation of myself. Previously, I always look at the problems through a very technical lens, but with my MBA, I start to switch in lens and start to look at things from a different perspective. As a business founder, also to understand what's the pain point, what the desire of my customer. So that really helps me to make sales. I think all in all, it's really the transformation of myself that has been very important, and also to spur the growth of our startup.